Okay, I have something super exciting that I want to share with everybody. And it is this incredible walking, talking doll from 1954 or 55. They were made from 53 to 56, but the 56 ones had a vinyl head and rooted hair. And she has a beautiful wig here in pretty good shape. And at first I really thought this couldn't be her outfit. It seems it doesn't fit quite well, but I just found an advertisement online that shows, I believe this actually is her original dress, or if not, a very good facsimile of it. Anyway, she has this mechanism in her, and the dress kind of gets in the way, which is part of why I doubted it was original. But then I played her and she sings, and I'm gonna turn her so she has a key in the side here, and you turn it clockwise and you get it good and tight, which is really scary on a doll of this age because I have overwound so many music boxes in my life, especially as a child. I thought, how could they do this? But it's actually a really simple mechanism inside. I did take her body apart because she stopped working, and it was just that one of the wires that connected the arm to the leg had come off of the hinge for the leg and got stuck in the chain drive, or the little wheel drive, and it just sort of stopped it dead. So I took it off and rehooked it on the leg spot. Very simple. It was very easy for me to make that little fix. It's 2 screws. There's one screw in the front of her chest and one in the back, and you can take just the front off. You can take the front and the back off, and they go right back on fairly easily. But inside is a record, and the ones that I've seen, the records are pretty bad shape, or the speaker mechanism is in bad shape, or the needle is wearing out. And so when this doll came into my possession, I thought, good frickin' luck any of that is gonna work. And to my great surprise, I also thought this couldn't possibly be her original outfit because I couldn't find any online. But I did eventually find a Wix webpage that is chronicling the Advanced Doll Company who made this doll, and was just from 1947 to 1956 was their entire business. So not for a long time. There's not a lot of information, but we did find an ad. And so you move this mechanism on the side, and that is her needle. So when it gets to the end of the record, she stops, even though there's still some wind on her thing. And she'll sort of stay stopped until you pull the record back, the needle back to the front of the record. So if I moved it back up just a little bit. Of course, since it's spring driven, it doesn't have necessarily consistent sound. And it's very easy to push the needle past the front of the record, and then you just hear like crackle, 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 but it will walk while it is in that state. It stops walking when the record stops. So if you get it past the front, you just have to pull it back a little bit. It's really not difficult. It does make that awful scratching sound that makes you worry about breaking the record, but they made this to work for kids. So it's got to be halfway decent. It doesn't scratch easily. She's also wearing her original undies, which is just like a one-piece underwear, pinned at the shoulder, and has 2 safety pins on the side that hold it all together. So you can remove it, but it stays on most of the time. It has a little bit of foxing on it, but it's actually in pretty good shape. And this dress follows the description. It's got these big mutton chop arms probably so that her arms can move, and you can adjust them, and they will do that slight moving up and down as she walks in whatever position you have them. She does walk, and I'll add some video footage of her walking. Not great in this dress. I think she would do it better on a smoother, like a clean wood floor, like anything that has wheels, any toy with wheels. You know, if it's on carpet, if it's not a perfectly level floor, it's gonna have a tough time. These are her little wheels on the bottom of her foot, and they're set so they only roll when the leg is going forward. So, you know, they take her few steps, maybe she maybe walk 2 feet for the whole duration of her song. And she, like I said, the dress kind of gets in the way. Any little bit of dust on the floor sort of slows her down. When she was naked, she walked much better. So I can tell that it definitely is the dress getting in the way of the keys and the mechanisms and everything. But I will include some footage of her walking and some footage of her without her body plates on, so you can see her functioning. I know that she is very popular among Halloween fans for decoration, because she can walk and talk and sing and all of that without her body plates on. And so you just see the mechanics going in the middle of her as she's sort of walking along. And also, if you have her going, and I'll show you this real quick. So I've got her all wound up, and I'm playing the record, and I stop her, okay, because something in the floor gets in the way or whatever. And say I go to sleep at night and somehow the pressure builds up and she's able to move again. This is what you might hear in the middle of the night as she starts talking out of nowhere, because she hasn't come to the end of her record. So I can see how creepy doll, the creepy doll idea was born with this particular doll. She would definitely be scary if you were not prepared for that. But you can, as I say, move the needle completely to the end, and then she won't do that. So this is a taffeta dress with pretty netting. She does have a little crack in her thumb, as you can see. It doesn't go all the way through. It looks like it might have been originally a crease, and maybe it just somebody worried it until it got a little worse. She has a little bit of a dark mark on her arm. I don't know if that is a marker or a repair or just a blemish in the plastic in manufacturing. Oh, there she goes. And she has these beautiful, I don't know if you can tell, green eyes and rooted eyelashes. They're lighter in better light. And this wig. So the last year in 1956, they had vinyl heads and rooted hair. So this is pre-56, but also absolutely after 53, because they started making them in 53. And it's pretty cool. There's a smaller Wanda. This is Winnie. She's 24 inches tall. I think Wanda is like 19 inches. So she's the bigger girl. Isn't she beautiful? Now she's coming from an estate where she might have been with her original owner. The lady quite likely was a child in the 50s. So I can't see anybody letting go of a doll this amazing until they come to the end, I would say. So she really is incredible. And she will be on my Facebook sales group for sale along with other dolls. So check that out. The link will be in the description.